You came into this physical body knowing that you would be on the leading edge of thought, on the leading edge of creation. And you knew that as you explored the variety, that you would make your personal choices, you would find your personal preferences, and that as you would see what you don't want, you would know what you did want. Even at unconscious levels, you are doing that sifting and sorting. And so when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. That's that step one. That's asking. That's asking. The minute that that preference is defined by you, and it's a very subtle and short amount of time, the source within you follows the rocket of desire that you have launched, holds steady upon it, and actually becomes the vibrational equivalent of it. In other words, you don't know it usually, but because of what you experienced, you just expanded because you ask, and your source, your inner being, became that more prosperous person that you wanted, or that more loving person that you wanted. Whatever it was that you were asking for, vibrationally speaking, you just became it. So step one and step two just happened. You ask, and source holds you right there vibrationally. Step three is you got to find some way to feel like that. And it's not easy, because usually the thing that's caused you the problem is what's still active in your vibration. That's what makes you defensive, and that's what makes you feel like you have to justify. Of course I want that because I've got this and I don't like this, and nobody likes this that's got this, and a whole lot of us have this and none of us like this. And so the whole time that you're defending what it is that you want with your awareness of what is, you're holding yourself in separation from what you want, and also from your inner being who's over there with what you want, not just over there with what you want, but having already become what you want. So you feel the split energy when you are justifying or defending. You feel the split energy. That's what negative emotion always is. It's you in not agreement with your inner being. And you know what? Your inner being is always way on your side. Your inner being is always jumping right on who you have become and what you want, and holds steady to it, holds that vibrational frequency so that you can utilize your guidance system and find your way into vibrational compliance or harmony with that desire. And when you do that, that's what we call step three. That's you lining up with who you really are and what you really want. And when you do that, you feel the relief happen because the negative emotion doesn't exist. You feel the relief happen because the resistance is subsiding, at least for now. And when you get really good at that, when you hold yourself there for a while, that's what we call step four. Step four, some tease us, step four is just being really good at step three. Step four is really the mastery of step three. That's when your life really becomes fun for you. That's when you know. We're not asking you to only have positive thought. You couldn't do that. We're not asking you to never have a thought about anything you don't want. You couldn't do that. In fact, you shouldn't do that. You came to sift and sort and to analyze and to decide. That's all part of the process of expansion. But you didn't intend to get stuck in the harping on what's wrong. You did not intend to complain about what's wrong. You intended to launch a rocket, and then you intended to get over it. Then you intended to focus upon the solution and begin moving in the direction of what you want with your thoughts. And you know what? That feels so satisfying. Satisfaction is that feeling that you feel when you are moving in the direction of who you really are. And dissatisfaction is what you feel when you're in the moment moving away from who you are and what you want. And so then step five, maybe our favorite, step five is when you're back in a contrasting moment. Some might want to call that step one, but the difference is you're exploring the contrast, but you're not beating up on yourself. You're exploring the contrast, but you're not mad at anybody. It's just contrast, like being at a buffet. Don't want that, want that. Don't want that, want that. Don't want that, do want that. You're not saying don't want that because it's evil. You're not insisting that they remove it from the menu. It might get on my plate. So step five is expressing your appreciation for the variety that surrounds you while you hold yourself more deliberately in the direction of what you want.